All right, here we go. 1976. Pull up here. No money. Lovely wife. 2 dogs, 2 cats. You can balance those either way. It ended up we were all by ourselves, right? But we got dead lodgepole everywhere. Trees falling down. House logs for nothing. I'm gonna build me a log home. That's what I decided. Because no mortgage, right? Bankers aren't going to touch it. So I had a knack for it. Got up about 9 rounds, 10 rounds. It's time to put the roof on. I called a bunch of guys from the valley that I played softball with. We came up some Saturday and we put the whole thing up. Anybody that's ever experienced a barn raising or a roof raising knows how invigorating that can be, especially to a bunch of young hippies. The saloon. Yeah, let's go to the saloon. Sure. No, you don't want to go to the saloon. There's too many rednecks there. So we got our redneck and we got a hippie story going here now. All right. So we all go down. Actually, might back up a little bit. The woman made these great meals, spread out on picnic tables. I mean, it was just fantastic experience. Everybody should try to get involved with one of those things. However, don't get involved into what I'm going to tell you right now. We go into the bar, the saloon, everybody knows that's in Polbridge, right? Well, in those days, they didn't have any food. They didn't have anything. No liquor licenses, no refrigeration, no nothing. The locals all came in, they bought their own alcohol, and they got wasted. Wasted. So here we are, we got 5 or 6 hippies, and we got about 7 local wasted rednecks. All right, good recipe, right? Sure. So we're having fun, and we're doing this, and we're doing that. And, you know, you learn as a hippie to keep your mouth shut unless it's totally in your favor, right? So we're talking, and we're laughing, and I see this guy out of the corner of my eye, and he's walking back and forth in front of my table, and he's got this grin. This drunken, I know it all grin. We all know what that looks like, right? So he's staring at me, walking back and forth. Most people would say, hey, that guy wants to pick a fight. Well, I was not going to pick a fight with him because he was the Ben Cartwright of the North Fork. His name was Ladenburg. He owned a couple thousand acres. And I was not going to do anything wrong there. And I've been known to do a few things wrong. So I made the right decision. I ignored him. Wasn't good enough. He walks by, and he walks this way, and he's looking at me like, which one of you's O'Hara? Just like that.
O'Hara!
Yeah, there we go. Which one of you's O'Hara?
Yeah! O'Hara, where are you?
Yeah, well, here I am. I'm at the table. In the old days, that's number 3 when we have the restaurant, table 3, so we know where we're at here. Finally, I said, what am I going to do? He's looking right at me, and he's asking me who I am. So, okay, that immediately comes, he's not going to pass a drunk test at all here. So finally I said, I am.
I am!
I am, that's right. And he looks at me and he goes, I can lick any Irishman alive.
That's right. I can lick any Irishman alive!
Yeah, that's what he said. And he meant it. And I'm Irish, of course, O'Hara. No one had ever had the graciousness of challenging me to a fight over my name. So I didn't really know what to do, but he kept coming at me. He kept coming at me, and he looks at me, and he goes, "This is the truth. No, He looks at me and he says, "You got a criminally shaped head." A delicious segment of vocabulary there. Never happened before, and it's never happened again. But I had a criminally shaped head for about 30 seconds. So it's like, okay, now what? You know? And so he goes, puts his hand down on his elbow on the table, and now he's looking at me and he goes, "I can lick any man, any Irishman alive."
I can lick any Irishman alive.
Took you long enough. We even rehearsed this. Okay, so if anybody that's been a bartender that hangs out in the bars and reading books and stuff like that, he knows that when the elbows go down, it's on. All right, so he slams his elbow right down on the table, and he's got this look, and he wants to chew me up. Now, I was a pretty strong kid, and I was building this log home with a 3-pound hammer, and I'm going to take this guy. It's not a problem. He's just interrupting my beer drinking is all he's doing right now. So, down we go, and we're ready. Boom! I'm going like this, I'm going like this, I'm going like this. I got him. All of a sudden, nothing. Come on, Hoss, nothing. That's right. All right, so anybody knows anything about wrist wrestling, it's over in a second because it's all about the twist. And anytime you're spending past the twist, you're draining your fuel tank. So sure enough, I'm down, I'm down, and I know I got to ease up. So we ease up, and he's got this grin on his face like I can't tell you how scary that was. Back we go again. Down. I can look.
You're any size.
Yeah, something like that, right? So, okay, all of a sudden we're back up. We're back up to even now. And now the bar is silent. And there's a couple guys out here that witnessed this. So I'm not telling a lie here. Down we go again. Same thing. Stop right here. It's like there's something right here, and I can't get it anymore. And I'm down. My tank's down to a quarter empty, and I'm looking. I'm gonna lose it to this guy and all these old timer. They're gonna look at us, and I'm setting hippie drum back 30 years. So one last time, I go down, and I did the only thing what Polbridge hippies do. I cheat. I reach my hand underneath the table, and what do I find there? Yeah, his hand. And it's been there the whole time. So I'm grabbing his hand, and he's looking at me like he knows that I know that he's cheating, right? And I know, now I know I gotta figure out how to lose. And the only way I can lose is graciously telegraph to him that I'm giving up, and bang, he slams me down. The bar exhales. He turns to me and he says, "How would you like to build me a log home?" And this one over here, number 42.